Hey everybody, what's going on? Juan here, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to share with you something that I am very excited to open because look at this. This is literally the largest box that I've ever opened right here on Epic JC, and the reason that I'm wearing this shirt and the reason that I got the box is because an awesome friend all the way from New York by the name of Ramon Trif is an awesome artist, and he was a proud supporter on Patreon for the Bite That Wrestling podcast. That was a show that I co-hosted for 4 years, very passionate product. We had an awesome fan base on YouTube, social media, and all that stuff. And once that ended and I began the journey right here on Epic JC, he actually reached out to me. He knew I was a gamer, he loved everything that I do, and he told me, man, I want to make something custom made for you. And I hadn't seen his previous work, so once I saw his stuff, I'm like, holy crap, this is somebody that is going to take a lot of time, out of his traditional stuff to do this for me free of charge, simply because he wanted to support what I'm doing. So I was overwhelmed, and it arrived today. And honestly, I'm a little concerned because if you look at the quality of the box, it took quite a beating. So that's why I'm recording. I'm having some allergic reactions. I've been physically ill for the past couple of weeks, but that is not going to stop me because I'm going to stand up right now in the microphone. Well, it's going to stay there, so I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to move this up and hope. Can you hear me? I hope so. Okay. So we're just going to do this, people. I really hope that this is in good shape. Man, the box, it was like flattened, it was broken. Okay, we got a lot of newspaper, that's good. That's gonna help sort of lessen the impact of the stuff. We got some more newspaper. Okay, I'm seeing where it is. We got a lot of newspaper, look at that. You want some newspaper? You got your newspaper. More. Hey, here's some more, Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, please be in one piece. Please be in one piece. Okay, we got it out. You know how with the pro wrestling loot box videos, I usually throw the box? Okay, I'm gonna try. I think I threw the box. Let me just clean a little bit because this is a huge mess now. But we got the camera. I wanted to just be as real as possible with this because, seriously, like, I can say awesome, I can say any of that stuff. This is just amazing. This is truly amazing in a very humbling way. The fact that somebody would take time out of their schedule to do something like this for anybody. And it doesn't matter if it's an artist, it doesn't matter, whatever it is. They're dedicating their time to create something for you. And as always, I'm failing to open things, so got a pair of scissors, got to be very careful here, but I'm happy. It seems to be in one piece. That's all I wanted, because I cannot imagine as an artist if he shipped something and it arrived broken. Man, I would probably cry for a couple of weeks. Got to be very careful. Okay, I think we're good. Yes! Oh, man, look at this. For my friend Juan, may your journey be epic. From Ramon Trif, 2018, New York City. Seriously, man, thank you so much. And before showing this to you and myself and the camera, okay, dude, stop. Let me do this live right now because the camera is gonna mess up the moment. You're gonna be seeing some high quality footage of the piece regardless, but whoa, okay. See, this is what happens when I don't properly set everything up and then I just sort of do this. Now, for comparison's sake, here's the piece. Here's the back of it. And here's a WCW versus NWO World Tour Strategy Guide for comparison. And this may not be the last time you see this, as I'm going to be doing a video about this for all of you wrestling fans out there. So without further ado, the reveal in 3, 2, 1. Bam! Man, look at that. That is incredible. Wow. There's so many different details here. This is just, I have no words. I'm not really sure how to really describe how I feel right now, because a lot of this personifies who I am, what I love. We actually had a Skype call when he first told me about this, and he wanted to get to know me outside of the podcast, outside of all of that, my different tastes, and let's go over every little detail from left to right. Now, as most of you know, I am from San Juan, Puerto Rico, so what better way to start all the way on the left than with El Morro, which is located in Old San Juan. And what I love about this is that if you look, it's almost like the beginning or the end of the journey because everything else is right after that. But Old San Juan is an awesome place. Actually, I have a video where I show a little bit of Old San Juan. Also got some clips on my Facebook page. And then right after, you see one of my favorite characters from Final Fantasy Tactics. This is Delita, and possibly my favorite armor of him in the game. And man, there's a lot of detail in this. And this is why, once again, he showed me a picture of this, but the picture really does not do it justice because there's just so much detail in this. And then right after that, you see one of the protagonists from the game Star Ocean, the second story for PS2. That is Rena. And if there are any JRPG fans in the house, you know exactly what I'm talking about. One of my favorite video games of all time. And you actually had to choose between two starting characters, Claude or Rena. And I always chose Rena because she had the better roster. I mean, somebody can maybe argue with me about that, but I love that game. And to this day, I always talk about it, even though I maybe didn't exactly love the games that came right after. And then over here, we got even more JRPG stuff because we definitely talked a lot about that. Growing up, these were my things. I dealt with depression, I dealt with anxiety, and video games and RPGs were like my way to really transport myself. The way that I always say, you know, epic journey continues. I always talk about journeys is because I truly do think that everything in life is a journey. And these video games were my journey, sort of away from real life to sort of, you know, deal with the anxiety, deal with the stress, and deal with the different situations that I dealt with. And with Final Fantasy VIII, that was actually the first Final Fantasy game that I ever played. And Zell was one of the characters that people hated. Any negative connotation you could talk about a human being, the man probably had it. And admittedly so, actually took a lot of jokes from him because at that point, I didn't exactly speak a lot of English. I spoke it, but it wasn't all that great. You know, I couldn't really like understand the lingo. I'm going to learn English from a Japanese developed game. And they made one of the most, like, I guess, Americanized characters, if you will, in Final Fantasy VIII. And I just love that game. And then I love how you see one of the most legendary Pokemon right back there in the upper right, just sort of fading to the back. He actually added that as a bonus, which I love because, you know, talking about Pokemon recently and all that stuff, it's almost like we're going back in time, reliving many of the things that I loved. And up front, you see the Phenom, the dead man himself, The Undertaker. And even though this was not the Undertaker that I grew up with, I've always idolized that look of the dead man with the purple tie, with the gloves. He was a video game character or a movie or a horror movie character brought to life. And I kind of love how he's looking at me like, I will make you rest in peace. And when you look at the back, you see all sorts of different places. And the reason for that is that I love to travel. I've traveled to Venezuela, to many parts of the United States, never traveled outside to things like Europe, etc. I hope to be able to go there one day. But the reason that I have all of that is because in the channel, you know, I don't necessarily cover a lot of travel stuff because, well, I mean, it costs money to travel, but I do have videos about Chicago, you know, the Galloping Ghost Arcade, New York, talking about the best food that I had there. And I love showcasing those things. So I'm really happy I have that going on in the background. And then right here at the front, you got me. Let's see if I can sort of emulate that. Like, kind of like that. But I love it, man. You got the logo. I usually wear polo shirts and things like that. So he actually picked a pretty cool thing that's fairly accurate to what I am. And I love this mixture of purple and blue in the background. Purple and blue are two of my favorite colors. That's why you also saw with Bite That, when we designed everything, it was usually yellow, shades of purple, a little bit of blue for a little while. Same thing with Epic JC. You see a lot of the stuff, I do use a shade of blue. So I'm very happy with that. And the detail in every character is outstanding. One of my favorite things about this has got to be Arena because it almost looks like a copy-paste thing in the best way possible. It looks so much like the character. Same thing with The Undertaker, the fact that you can actually appreciate that there is a shadow, right? Like you see the nose, but you can't see the eyes, but you can see just a little bit of the lips. And there is a surprising amount of detail in the hair. And before I keep going, I know I'm going to be missing details because I'm not one to look at a piece of art and be able to articulate about every little detail. So I'm trying my best. With Zell, you also get a nice appreciation of the fact that he wears jorts. So, you know, before John Cena, Zell definitely made them cool. And I know I'm probably missing multiple details about this, but simply put, this is truly incredible. Humbling, as I said in the beginning. I'm starting to repeat my words because I never thought in my life that, you know, holding a microphone like this transports you to the universe. Because even if I shut the camera off right now, we can still have a conversation. We can still laugh. We can still learn. And I want to take this time to just not just thank Ramon, but thank everybody that has reached out via DM, via comments, for Buy That, for Epic JC, for Press Pause, for anything that I'm involved in, for mental health work, because it truly is a nice way to build a community. You know, in real life, a lot of people deal with isolation, with relationship problems, with life problems, depression, trauma, so many different problems. And being able to entertain, being able to just turn this microphone on, put OBS, I got Audacity and the right monitor, and hopefully I can give you 10, 20, maybe even an hour's worth of entertainment, something that can just take your mind off whatever problem you have going on. That is what I like to do. That is my mission. And I know this is not like a funny topic, but it really is me. It's been me as far as I can remember. My mom was somebody that was definitely pivotal and important in that process of really just, you know, letting me know that it's important to always give back, to always be thankful, to always try to cheer everybody else up despite how you feel a lot of times, because by helping others, I strongly think that you help yourself. So once again, Ramon, thank you so much, and know that you always have a friend down here in Puerto Rico, as well as everybody else that is watching this video right here, right now. And for those watching, let me know, what is your favorite thing about this piece? And I do love how he got the facial hair just right. Like, I love the details about that. And yeah, Arena has got to be my favorite thing. But overall, once again, the fact that El Morro is right at the left, it's almost like this is where it ends or this is where it begins. And everything about this picture, about this art piece, represents who I am. So folks, I'm not even going to do the traditional subscribe, thumbs up stuff. I just want to thank you so much again. And as I always say, I am an open book. I can talk about my personal life, you know, mental health stuff, how video games have helped me, how YouTube has helped me. So if there's anything you would like me to talk about, please let me know in the comment section of this video. So until next time, take care. And as this so beautifully illustrates, the epic journey continues. So thank you for watching, gang. Take care. Awesome. He even got, oh wow, like he even got the arm hair. Didn't notice that. Thanks, man.